Good evening to everyone. I am Chief Chad Pearson of the Janesville Police Department. It is an honor to welcome you and to represent the dedicated men and women who serve your community with integrity and professionalism. Before we continue on, I want to recognize some of our distinguished guests who are present with us today. We'll start off with our City Council President / Commander, Aaron Burdick, over in the corner. Standing next to him from the Sheriff's Department is Captain Lund. I apologize. Promoting you before time. Also present here today from our chaplains group is Chaplain Tim Hartley and Bruce Jones. I saw them around here. I didn't miss any, I hope. Also present here today, I know we got a pretty good handful of retirees. First and foremost, we'll start off with my predecessor, because you've got to show respect to him. Retired Chief David Moore is here. Retired Deputy Chief Steve Kopp is here. Retired Deputy Chief Jimmy Holford is here. Never can forget this guy. Retired Officer Katzenmeyer is here. And Chief Kunkel is here from Milton Township. I didn't miss anybody, did I? On behalf of the Janesville Police Department, I want to welcome you to this special night, a night of recognition, reflection, and gratitude. At our core, we are more than an agency. We're a family, a team. We are unbreakable when we stand together. It is that spirit that defines how we serve, how we protect, and how we support one another every single day. Our mission goes far beyond responding to calls. We think outside the box. We work to prevent crime before it happens. And when it does, we respond with urgency, resolve, and precision. But we don't do this alone. We are built on trust. Trust earned through strong community partnerships, through respect, and through a commitment to doing what is right, even when it's difficult. Tonight we celebrate the brave individuals, sworn officers and civilian employees, citizens, and business partners whose actions have made a profound difference in the safety and well-being of our community. Their stories are powerful. You'll hear about commitment, trust, loyalty, and honor. Some stories will make you laugh, some may bring tears, and others will leave you with a deeper appreciation for the people who stand on the front lines. But behind every badge, behind every call for service, stands someone often unseen: our officers' families. They are the silent heroes. They carry the weight of missed birthdays, long nights, interrupted holidays, and the constant worry that comes with loving someone who runs toward danger. Your sacrifice, strength, and support make it possible for your loved ones to serve with courage. We are forever grateful, for without you, we could not do this job. And just for a second, I'd like to have a moment of, or a round of applause for those who are here supporting their loved ones in the line of work. We all know that crime is not static. It is unpredictable. There is no such thing as a normal day in law enforcement. Our officers face chaos, trauma, and uncertainty, and they meet it with calm, discipline, and professionalism. Tonight is their chance to hear clearly and proudly how much their efforts mean, how deeply they are valued, how truly they are appreciated. As it is written, "Blessed are the peacekeepers, for they shall be called the children of God." So let us listen to these stories, let us honor these moments, and let us never forget what it takes to keep a community safe. Thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting the men and women who serve with honor every day. First up is Detective Aaron Johnson.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight we get to do something special. We get to celebrate two of Janesville's finest. One wears a badge and drives a squad car very slowly. The other thinks tennis balls and plush chew toys are the greatest invention in law enforcement history. It's my honor to present the Problem-Oriented Policing Award to Detective Jeffrey Winarski and his canine partner, Maui. So let's begin with the problem. Janesville is unfortunately one of the highest cities per capita in Wisconsin for CSAM, or Child Sexual Abuse Material Investigations. Detective Winarski has dedicated countless hours to specializing in ICAC, which is Internet Crimes Against Children. Being an ICAC detective is a challenge that only a few take on. Doing everything you can to protect children in your community through their worst days is very taxing on the soul for obvious reasons. ICAC and CSAM investigations demand serious, relentless, and innovative police work due to technology constantly changing. Thankfully, that's exactly what Detective Winarski and Maui deliver every single day. Maui's first day on the job as an ESD canine, or Electronic Storage Detection Canine, sorry, that's a mouthful, was July 1st, 2024. Most of us probably spent our first day on the job figuring out where the coffee maker was and hoping we remember everyone's names. But Maui, he went straight to work stealing the hearts of everyone he meets. Since his first shift, Maui has assisted in 29 investigations, everything from stalking to CSAM to human trafficking and even homicide. Maui has not only been an amazing resource to Janesville, but he has also helped agencies all across Wisconsin to find hidden electronic storage devices, which are like flash drives, SD cards, cell phones, by detecting the odor of the special glue within the electronic devices. For decades, educators have been teaching students not to sniff glue. Who knew that Maui's special talent would end up helping law enforcement to find some of the most crucial pieces of evidence to some of the most difficult cases we face? And Jeff, Maui is the only one who is allowed to be sniffing the glue. Maui's talents aren't limited to the field. He's been present during 10 forensic interviews, offering comfort to victims at moments when they need it the most. There's something very powerful about a dog who can help crack a case and calm a child in the same day. He's taken part in at least 55 proactive interactions, including school visits, safety presentations, and training days. And while Maui might be the star of the show, it's important to remember that none of this would be possible without the incredible work, commitment, and heart of Detective Winarski. His dedication to community outreach, child protection, and public education isn't just admirable, it's game-changing. I would also like to give a special shout out to Jenna and the kids for not only being an amazing support system for Jeff, but for welcoming Maui into your family with open arms. Detective Winarski, you and Maui have shown what true problem-oriented policing looks like. You're not just reacting, you're preventing. You're not just enforcing laws, you're building trust, changing perceptions, and spreading a positive attitude wherever you go. So on behalf of your coworkers, your friends, your families, and frankly, everyone in Janesville who sleeps a little better at night knowing you two are out there, thank you. Congratulations, Detective Winarski and K9 Maui. You've more than earned this award, and Maui, you've definitely earned an extra treat and maybe a nap. After all, it can't be easy being the most beloved officer at JPD.
Good evening, I'm Deputy Chief Ratzloff. Can I have Officer Carlos Galvin come up? Is he here? There he is. Tonight we have several exemplary service citation awards to be given out. Carlos will be our first recipient. This award is given to any officer who performs an act or a service which exemplifies the highest standards of police profession and is beyond the normal expectations of duty. The award will consist of the, I don't know, plaque or whatever you want to call it there. And then they also get a merit badge that they wear on their uniform. Appropriate acts, actions, and services include performance which demonstrates superior intelligence or effort which results in an important apprehension or solution to a crime, performance or service which contributes significantly to the improvement of the department, performance or service on or off duty which is deemed to be an important contribution to the community and enhance the image of the police department, and accumulation of letters of commendation. This citation is proudly presented to Officer Carlos Galvin for his exemplary service and unwavering dedication in response to a sensitive and complex investigation that took place on March 16th of 2024. On this date, at the conclusion of a shift, Officer Galvin initiated a report involving a 13-year-old victim and a 21-year-old male suspect, complicated by a language barrier, as all parties involved, including the victim's mother, and the suspect, only spoke Spanish. Demonstrating profound commitment to justice and the well-being of the victim, Officer Galvin chose to forego handing off the case and instead worked tirelessly through the entirety of the following shift. His dedication was instrumental in the swift progression of the investigation. Officer Galvin meticulously took statements from the victim and the mother and skillfully collected crucial physical and digital evidence. His exceptional investigative efforts continued as he made contact with the suspect, obtaining another statement and securing further digital and physical evidence, ultimately culminating in a confession. Furthermore, Officer Galvin coordinated and facilitated necessary scene examinations for both the victim and the suspect. This involved escorting the suspect to Madison, where additional vital evidence was discovered and collected. Officer Galvin's initiative and proactive approach were paramount. He recognized the crucial importance of immediate and thorough follow-up to preserve the evidence, locate the suspect, and most importantly, end the victimization of the child. His decision to personally see the investigation through rather than deferring it to later assignment speaks volumes for his character and dedication to his duties. As a direct result of Officer Galvin's comprehensive investigation, relentless pursuit of justice, the suspect was arrested and charged with first-degree sexual assault of a child enticement, exposing a child to harmful material, and possession of child pornography. Officer Galvin's professionalism, linguistic skills, compassion, and exceptional diligence in this challenging case are a credit to himself and the Janesville Police Department. His actions exemplify the highest standards of law enforcement and serve as an inspiration to all of us. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, now I need Detective Johnson, Sergeant Dahman, Sergeant Severson, Officer Kettle, and Officer Cipher. In July of 2024, Officer Kettle of the Janesville Police Department responded to a suspicious person complaint, which upon initial investigation appeared related to a pattern of similar incidents in recent weeks. The nature of these complaints and their proximity to one another suggested an escalating stalking case involving a female victim. Recognizing the seriousness of the situation, Officer Kettle requested assistance from the Street Crimes Unit. Sergeant Dahman briefed Detective Aaron Johnson, who volunteered to lead the investigation. Detective Johnson promptly interviewed the victim and confirmed the case met the criteria for stalking. As Detective Johnson pursued leads, Street Crime Unit officers, including Sergeant Severson, monitored the suspect's activity. On July 12th at approximately 11:18 p.m., Sergeant Severson alerted Sergeant Dahman that the suspect was in the vicinity of the victim's residence. Despite being off duty, Sergeant Dahman quickly responded in an undercover capacity, monitoring the suspect until Officer Kettle was able to stop and identify him. Due to the ongoing nature of the investigation, the suspect was not arrested at that time. Shortly thereafter, Detective Johnson advised the victim to temporarily relocate for her safety, and Sergeant Dahman, with the assistance of Sergeant Severson, installed surveillance equipment around the victim's home. The investigation took a critical turn just hours later when it was reported at 3:08 a.m. that the suspect was returning to the vicinity of the victim's residence. Both Sergeants Dahman and Severson, again off duty, responded and arrived ahead of the suspect. They observed the suspect in the vicinity before he departed, at which point Officer Kettle conducted a second traffic stop. Following consultation with the District Attorney, Detective Johnson made the decision to arrest the suspect for stalking. The arrest was executed by Sergeant Dahman, conducted an interview, and the suspect. Later that morning, Detective Johnson led a team in executing a search warrant at the suspect's residence where significant evidence was located. The court set a $500,000 cash bond, with the commissioner citing it as the most severe stalking case he had encountered in 3 decades. In the months that followed, Detective Johnson dedicated several hundred hours to meticulous review of a substantial volume of evidence. Officer Cipher provided invaluable support in gathering and documenting this material. This case highlights the dedication, collaboration, and professionalism of all officers involved, particularly Detective Johnson, whose leadership and commitment were instrumental in achieving a successful outcome. Congratulations. If I could have School Resource Officer Sean Yauk, School Resource Officer Carmen Roche, and Sergeant Carrasco. This award is proudly presented to School Resource Officer Sean Yauk, recently promoted School Resource Officer Carmen Roche, and Sergeant Rogelio Carrasco for their exemplary service, compassion, and collaborative efforts in response to a critical international kidnapping incident in October of 2024. In October 2004, School Resource Officer Sean Yauk was alerted to a deeply distressing situation where several children, the eldest being 18 years old, reported that their parents and youngest brother were being held against their will in another country, with demands for ransom money for their release. Recognizing the gravity and complexity of the situation, SRO Yauk immediately utilized an interpreter to take detailed statements from the children. He learned that the kidnappers had directly contacted the children on their cell phones, demanding wired funds. SRO Yauk promptly escalated the matter to the Detective Bureau, which in turn engaged the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Shortly after, Officer Carmen Roche, recently promoted to School Resource Officer, and Sergeant Rogelio Carrasco were brought into this highly sensitive and rapidly evolving investigation. They demonstrated extraordinary dedication by partnering with various community organizations to urgently address the children's immediate needs, including securing safe housing arrangements, providing essential supplies, and ensuring they had appropriate winter clothing. Both Officer Roche and Sergeant Carrasco committed significant personal time, far exceeding their on-duty hours, to ensure the children's well-being and provide them with crucial emotional support and comfort. They remained in constant contact with the children throughout the weekend, fielding calls at all hours of the day. A significant challenge arose as the terrified children, fearing for the safety of their family, wished to immediately wire ransom money that they did not possess. Officer Roche and Sergeant Carrasco faced a difficult task of convincing the distraught children to adhere to the FBI guidance, which advised against immediate payment to allow for negotiation. The success in gaining the children's trust and cooperation was significantly bolstered by the pre-existing rapport established with the children by School Resource Officer Yauk, social worker, and a translator long before this crisis. This foundation This foundational trust was instrumental in allowing Officer Roche and Sergeant Carrasco to build rapport and guide the children through the incredible trying period. Due to the sensitive nature of this case and the ongoing need to protect the family, further details cannot be disclosed. However, it is with immense gratitude and relief that we can report the family has been safely reunited. The professionalism, empathy, and unwavering commitment displayed by SRO Sean Yauk and Officer Carmen Roche and Sergeant Rogelio Carrasco during this harrowing ordeal were exceptional. Their collaborative spirit, resourcefulness, and profound dedication to the safety and well-being of these children exemplify the highest ideals of law enforcement and community service. Their actions are a credit to themselves and the Janesville Police Department. Congratulations. Officer Kaylee Kinsella and Victos. This award is proudly presented to Officer Kaylee Kinsella for exceptional initiative, meticulous investigative work, and unwavering dedication to officer safety, culminating in the arrest of a subject who posed a significant and ongoing risk to members of the Janesville Police Department in early April 2024. For a considerable period, a subject had persistently interfered with officers' ability to perform their official duties by aggressively videotaping them at close proximity and purposefully obstructing their ability to do their work. This individual's actions created a substantial risk to the officer's safety during traffic stops, investigations, and even routine administrative tasks. Following the subject's arrest for stalking stemming from a few of these continued behaviors, camera equipment was seized and a search warrant was granted to examine the video material. Officer Kaylee Kinsella undertook the critical task of reviewing and meticulously documenting the extensive video footage obtained from the suspect's camera. During her thorough review, Officer Kinsella uncovered and documented the suspect's own admissions, revealing a disturbing pattern of intentional harassment and intimidation. The suspect explicitly detailed following officers to their homes with the intent to harass them. Intentionally sneaking up on officers, he approached officers within 15 feet during active incidents, and his tactics of approaching squad cars at night in a manner designed to avoid detection until he was dangerously close. Furthermore, he admitted to position himself near squad cars to capture footage of officers' computer screens, claiming he could enhance the video and obtain sensitive information. The footage also corroborated instances where, upon being confronted, the suspect would become belligerent, swearing and yelling, and would refuse lawful orders to maintain a safe distance, thereby actively interfering with the official duties and escalating the risk to the officers. Officer Kinsella's proactive initiative and thoroughly reviewing this voluminous footage and diligently documenting the suspect's own incriminating statements was pivotal. Her detailed work directly established probable cause necessary to arrest the subject for stalking. As a result of her efforts, the suspect is now pending multiple counts of stalking and obstruction. Officer Kaylee Kinsella's comprehensive review, meticulous documentation, and the subsequent establishment of probable cause leading to the arrest and the restrictive bond conditions have demonstrably enhanced the safety and security of her fellow officers. Her dedication, keen investigative skills, and commitment to mitigate threats is a credit to herself and the Janesville Police Department. Congratulations. And next I need Lieutenant Carpenter.
All right. The next award I'll be giving out is the Meritorious Service Citation. This award is given to any officer or officers who performs an act of heroism or bravery, which is extraordinary. This award will consist of a plaque and a two-colored section blue and white merit bar to be worn on the uniform. Factors to be considered include the act is performed with a high degree of risk of personal injury. The officer had full knowledge of the inherent danger existing and demonstrated unusual disregard for his or her personal safety. The officer's actions were beyond the normal hazards of duty, and the officer's actions showed a high level of character and integrity. If I could have Detective Beshen, Officer Kinsella, and I have not seen Officer Neighbor, recently retired. Okay. For the actions taken on April 6, 2024, officers of the Janesville Police Department were actively engaged in locating a vehicle that had been reported stolen the previous day. The suspects who were on a dangerous crime spree had used this stolen vehicle in a commission of an armed robbery that very morning. Among their crimes was the brazen armed robbery of a woman walking her dog, further emphasizing the seriousness and ongoing threat they posed to the community. The stolen vehicle was initially located on the east side of Janesville. After a brief visual contact was lost, officers established a perimeter in an attempt to contain the suspects. Shortly thereafter, the vehicle was spotted parked near a group of storage sheds. As officers closed in on the area, the suspect fled, prompting a high-speed pursuit. During the pursuit, the suspect drove recklessly, entering a ditch and then accelerating at dangerous speeds along Highway 14. Ultimately, the suspect vehicle lost control and collided with a semi-truck and trailer traveling on the same highway. In that critical moment, Detective Thomas Beshen, Officer Kaylee Kinsella, and now retired Officer Brian Neighbor acted with remarkable courage and decisiveness. Recognizing the immediate danger to the public and fellow officers, they used their patrol vehicles to physically block and pin the suspect vehicle against the semi-trailer, bringing the pursuit to a swift and safe conclusion. This bold intervention was carried out at great personal risk. The officers placed themselves in active highway traffic and in close proximity to suspects believed to be armed. Their selfless actions neutralized a significant threat, safeguarded the lives of bystanders, and ensured suspects were apprehended without further violence. For their bravery, quick thinking, and unwavering dedication to public safety, Detective Beshen, Officer Kinsella, and retired Officer Brian Neighbor are hereby awarded the meritorious service citation of law enforcement and brings great honor to themselves and the Janesville Police Department.
All right, good evening. My name is Deputy Chief Joshua Norm, and I am here to present the Distinguished Service Citation. I'd like to invite up Lieutenant Holford, Officers Reese, Rebhorn, Winnie, Martini, and Officer Mao. This award is the highest a police officer can receive. The award is given to any officer who performs an act of heroism or bravery in the face of risking grave personal injury or death. The injury will consist of a plaque in a three-colored section with blue, white, then blue merit bar to be worn on the uniform. Factors to be considered for recipients of this award include the officer's actions were responsible, intelligent, and necessary, considering the circumstances. 2, the officer was fully cognizant of the high degree of risk to his/her own life, which would result from the action taken. 3, the officer's actions were beyond the normal hazards of duty. And 4, the officer's actions exemplified the highest traditions of police service. The Distinguished Service Award tonight is being presented to the officers in front of you for extraordinary bravery and exemplary performance in the line of duty. On March 1st, 2024, during a high-risk hostage situation, the suspect was armed with a handgun, threatening family members and refusing to let them leave. The above-named officers demonstrated exceptional courage, tactical precision, and unwavering commitment to the preservation of life. In the face of imminent danger and rapidly unfolding circumstances, Lieutenant Holford provided calm, decisive leadership that guided the operation to a successful resolution. The coordinated efforts of Officers Joshua Reese, Maureen Rebhorn, Caitlin Winnie, John Martini, and Officer Caitlin Mao exemplified professionalism and skill under intense pressure. Through disciplined teamwork, effective communication, and selfless bravery, the team executed a successful hostage rescue operation that ensured the safety of all hostages and minimized harm to all parties involved. Their actions not only saved lives, but also upheld the highest standards of law enforcement service. This operation reflects the dedication, courage, and readiness required of those who protect and serve. It also stands as a testament to the values of integrity, honor, and duty embraced by each of these officers. In recognition of their distinguished service and outstanding performance, the Janesville Police Department proudly presents this award. Having spent significant time at the scene that evening and having evaluated this situation very thoroughly, our team did it right that night. Congratulations, guys. Next up, we will have School Resource Officer Roche introducing the Citizen Law Enforcement Service Awards.
Good evening, everyone. The next to present will be the Citizen Law Enforcement Service Award. This award is given to a citizen whose actions were beyond what is normally expected of a citizen. Factors considered include the assistance was given without regard to personal welfare, the assistance had a direct and positive bearing on the outcome of the incident and contributed to the furtherance of law enforcement, the citizen's actions were responsible and intelligent. If I can ask for Becky Boylan, Jalina Cervantes, and Gina Isunza to please come to the front. The Janesville Police Department recognizes and commends Becky Boylan, Jalina Cervantes, and Gina Isunza for the exemplary contributions during a high-stakes, complex alleged kidnapping incident in our community. These three amazing individuals demonstrated extraordinary professionalism, compassion, and courage while working alongside law enforcement officers in a time-critical and emotionally charged situation. Their expertise and dedication play a pivotal role in advancing the investigation, ensuring community-centered and culturally competent engagement. Becky Boylan, as a social worker, provided support to those affected, assisting in victim advocacy, crisis response, and emotional stabilization during an extremely sensitive period. The trust Becky developed with the victims of this incident was instrumental in this investigation. The victims confided in her with their situation, and she convinced them and assisted them in reporting this to the police. Janina Cervantes, who is not here today, rendered expert translation services, ensuring vital communication between police and non-English speaking individuals, including the alleged suspects, until the FBI was involved. The communication was clear, accurate, and humane, contributing to both public safety and operational integrity. Gina Isunza served as a community and cultural liaison who provided a safe place for them and other resources to the victims while the investigation was taking place. Their collective efforts directly contributed to the safe resolution of the incident, ensuring that all parties involved were accounted for and unharmed. Over multiple days, including evenings and through the weekend, these dedicated professionals provided critical logistical and operational support that would not have been available to the police department without their involvement. Their actions reflect the highest standards of civic responsibility and have left a lasting impact on both the success of the investigation and the community's trust in its public institutions. They went above and beyond their professional duties to ensure the children of the victims were safe and felt supported each day during this emotional, multi-day, and complex investigation. The support they provide is more than I can describe to you here today, and is truly, truly appreciated. With great respect and gratitude, we honor Becky, Jalina, Gina for their selfless service and partnership.
All right. Hi, I'm Detective Jeff Winarski, and I have the Business Award for the YWCA Care House. So Jamie and Valerie, if you can come up here. On behalf of the Janesville Police Department, I want to extend our deepest respect and heartfelt appreciation for the staff of the YWCA Care House and Child Advocacy Center. The crimes they assist law enforcement with, sexual assault, child abuse, neglect, drug endangerment, and human trafficking, are among the most devastating that an individual, especially a child, can experience. These are not just crimes, they are deeply personal violations that leave lasting emotional and psychological impacts. For survivors and their families, the aftermath of such trauma often begins a long and painful and unfamiliar journey. Navigating that road can feel overwhelming, but thanks to the compassion and commitment of the YWCA Care House, these children and their families don't walk alone. Over the past several years, your partnership has been instrumental. You've not only supported the victims in their most vulnerable moments, you've also been an essential part of our efforts to hold perpetrators accountable. The forensic interviews that you conduct are not just conversations, they're evidence. They become the foundation of cases, helping us bring justice to those who need it most. Over the years, your team has conducted countless interviews, each one requiring incredible patience, skill, and emotional strength. We understand that repeatedly hearing stories of trauma takes its own toll, and we acknowledge that burden. Today, we honor and recognize the dedicated individuals who make up the YWCA Child Advocacy Program. You are vital partners in our mission to protect children and support families. Your victim-centered approach, professionalism, and above all, your unwavering compassion has made a lasting difference in so many lives. The Janesville Police Department and the community we serve see your efforts. We see your sacrifice, and we are truly grateful. Thank you for standing beside us in this important work. Thank you for being a voice for these children when they need it most. And thank you for giving these children an opportunity to tell their story in a safe environment.
Sean? Good evening. Oh, it's not big enough. Sorry. Good evening. My name's Sergeant Benjamin Thompson. School Resource Officer Sean Yelk is being recognized for the Police Officer of the Year Award. To be eligible for this award, a sworn officer must have received a department commendation throughout the year and or have been nominated for the award by another member of the department. The officer selected will represent the department for 1 year and will be recognized as the Officer of the Year by those authority community organizations granting such awards. The Janesville Police Department is proud to present the 2024 Officer of the Year Award to School Resource Officer Sean Yelk. The Commendations Committee selected Sean for this honor because of his unwavering passion for school-based policing and his steadfast commitment to the Janesville Police Department and the community we serve. Sean began his career with the department in 1998, and over the years he has worn many hats, each with integrity, professionalism, and heart. In 2009, he became a firearms instructor, and just 2 years later, took on the responsibilities of range coordinator. In that role, he led the way in acquiring motorized equipment and raising the bar for firearms training throughout the department. In 2014, Sean joined the SWAT team and eventually earned the role of sniper, one he was deeply committed to and personally invested in. That same year, he also became an advisor on our police chaplain program and a founding presence in our peer support team. Through countless debriefings and department-wide trainings, Sean has been a trusted guide in supporting the emotional well-being of our officers following traumatic events. In 2019, Sean stepped into what has become his most impactful role yet as a school resource officer at Craig High School. The National Association of Resource Officers outlines 3 critical roles for an SRO: law enforcement officer, public safety educator, and informal counselor. Sean not only fulfills each of these roles, he redefines them. From the moment he walked through the doors at Craig High School, Sean has been relentless in his mission to protect, connect with, and support the students and staff. He works hand in hand with school administration to identify and address security vulnerabilities, and he is a constant, reassuring presence throughout the school day. Principal Dr. Allison Bion has spoken about the incredible relationships Sean builds with students, families, and staff. He is a trusted mentor even to those who he has to arrest. Students often return to him seeking guidance and support, a testament to the respect and trust he fosters through every interaction. A visit to Sean's office offers a glimpse into his impact. You'll find a steady stream of students stopping by for a bottle of water or a snack, items Sean purchases with his own money. This small act of kindness has become the foundation for countless positive connections. And when serious issues arise, those same students are more than willing to listen because of the trust Sean has built with them. His mentorship extends beyond the school walls too. He regularly supports students attending the Wisconsin Challenge Academy or those transitioning to alternative educational paths, always with their best interests at heart. Late last year, Sean made the difficult decision to step away from SWAT, a role he deeply loved, in order to prioritize being present at Craig High School. The time commitment of SWAT conflicted with his school duties, and in true Sean fashion, he chose others over himself. His selflessness is one of his defining traits. Perhaps no story sums up Sean better than one shared by Dr. Bion. While home sick with the flu, Sean didn't rest. Instead, he remotely monitored school security cameras and called in observations to school administration. That is the level of dedication Sean brings every single day. For more than 25 years, Officer Sean Yelk has served this department and this community with honor. In 2024, his impact has been nothing short of extraordinary. Sean, we thank you for your decades of service, your tireless dedication, and the difference you continue to make in the lives of so many. Congratulations on being named the Janesville Police Department's 2024 Officer of the Year. Deputy Chief Ratzlaff.
Me again. Sorry. Can I have Tracy Beal come up front, please? Oh, there she is. By the way, I did print that in extra large font for Sergeant Thompson. Apparently 18, 20 isn't big enough. I'd like to present the award for Civilian Employee of the Year to Tracy Beal. To be eligible for this award, the recipient must be nominated by a fellow employee or any sworn member of the department or would have received letters of commendation throughout the year. Civilian employees selected will then represent the department for 1 year and be recognized as Civilian Employee of the Year by those authorized community organizations granting such awards. Police Support Specialist Tracy Beal is recognized as Civilian Employee of the Year for her exceptional dedication, adaptability, and leadership during a year of significant transition. Tracy stepped into the critical role of Police Support Specialist, taking on complex responsibilities, including invoice processing, budget monitoring, and planning for the upcoming fiscal year. We need her help. Remarkably, she managed these duties while simultaneously training her replacement in her former administrative assistant position and training herself in her new role. Tracy's ability to balance these demands with professionalism and precision is a testament to her strong work ethic and commitment to the department's success. In addition, she played a key role in supporting Lieutenant Steve Carpenter with the implementation of a pay scheduling program which is connected to our payroll, further demonstrating her versatility and value to the organization. Tracy also serves as a mentor to the department's administrative team, which includes the chiefs and the lieutenants, guiding them through the intricacies of the budget and the planning process. Her collaborative approach fosters a shared understanding of fiscal responsibility and promotes greater awareness of the city's overall budgeting structure. By learning and working together, the department is better positioned to make informed, responsible financial decisions that benefit both the agency and the community. Tracy is an incredible colleague whose dedication and work ethic set a powerful example for the entire team. Each day she approaches her responsibilities with determination and willingness to take on new challenges, even those outside her comfort zone. Tracy consistently teaches herself new skills and excels in every assignment she takes on. Her positive attitude, resilience, and commitment to excellence make her not only an invaluable asset to the department, but also an inspiration for those who work alongside her. Through her deep understanding of both operational and administrative responsibilities, Tracy has significantly enhanced the effectiveness and the integrity of the Janesville Police Department. Her contributions have directly supported public safety, internal efficiency, and the department's continued success. With great appreciation, the Janesville Police Department proudly presents this Police Civilian Employee of the Year Award to Tracy Beal, whose exemplary service is a model of excellence and a credit to the entire department. Congratulations.
All right, kids, I'm back. Bear with us for a few more minutes. We'll get you your cookies. Here to present the last award of the night, the Award of Excellence. There are several recipients of this award. This award is given by the Chief of Police to one sworn, or in this case, multiple, civilian supervisors each year whose service or performance has been noteworthy and a significant contribution was made to the department and or the community. This year, I am proud to present the Award of Excellence to a remarkable group of employees whose dedication and innovation have significantly enhanced both the efficiency and safety of our police department. Historically, this award was given to a single recipient. However, due to a significant transition in our agency faced in 2024, the administration felt it was necessary to recognize the recipients for their significant contributions. Through their collaborative efforts, these individuals implemented and streamlined procedures, introduced effective safety protocols, and leveraged technology to improve operational workflows. Their commitment to excellence has not only strengthened the department's performance, but also ensured a safer working environment for all personnel. This award recognizes their outstanding contributions and unwavering pursuit of progress and fiscal responsibility in our service to the community. The first recipient tonight is Lieutenant Steve Carpenter. Lieutenant Steve Carpenter's initiative has transformed the way our department manages scheduling by streamlining processes, significantly reducing paper flow, and enabling remote access to schedules. His forward-thinking approach has not only increased operational efficiency, but also improved flexibility and convenience for staff across the department. Steve also was instrumental in implementing Left a Shield, a comprehensive documentation and tracking system that has greatly enhanced the efficiency and accountability of our agency. Through Steve's leadership, Left a Shield has streamlined the documentation process for employee performance evaluations, use of force investigations, internal investigations, training, the overall field training program, and vehicle maintenance. Steve's contributions exemplify excellence and have made a lasting impact in our daily operations. I live in this program about 4 hours a day, so thank you, Steve. And congratulations. The next recipient tonight is going to be Lieutenant Perkins. He's here somewhere. You all right? Lieutenant Perkins was instrumental in the implementation and acquisition of the TASER 10 system, a significant advancement in officer and community safety. Through his leadership and commitment to modernizing our equipment, Lieutenant Perkins has helped enhance the effectiveness and reliability of our non-lethal force options. Also reduces the risk of injury to officers, suspects, and the public. His work didn't stop at the purchase of the TASER 10, it had just begun. Lieutenant Perkins had to become an instructor for the TASER 10 and then train the entire department. His forward-thinking approach ensures our department remains at the forefront of responsible and safe law enforcement practices, reflecting a deep commitment to both public service and the well-being of our community. Congratulations. We need to work on these page breaks. The next recipient, Sergeant Glenn Hagman. That's good now. Good. Okay. Sergeant Glenn Hageman has demonstrated exceptional initiative and forward-thinking leadership in modernizing our department's technology and equipment. Recognizing the limitations of our outdated report dictation platform, Sergeant Hageman proposed replacing it with cell phones for all officers. After conducting extensive research into alternative solutions, the cell phone was identified as the most efficient and versatile option. This platform not only addresses our current needs, but ensures long-term sustainability so long as cell phones exist, which will probably be for a while. In today's modern law enforcement environment, officers rely on a wide range of applications daily. By adopting a platform capable of supporting all necessary apps, the department has significantly improved operational efficiency. With a single device, officers can now dictate reports, make phone calls, label body-worn camera videos, and upload photos and videos directly into our evidence system. This marks a significant improvement over the iPods we had been using, which had become outdated, unsupported, and increasingly unreliable. Beyond the technology upgrades, Sergeant Hageman has also improved our squad fleet. He proposed installing push bars on the front of our patrol vehicles, which protects the squads from minor damage and reduces our overall repair costs, keeping our vehicles on the road and in service. He also led the committee responsible for designing a new squad layout, including the implementation of dedicated equipment organizers that better protect and organize the essential tools officers rely on in the field. In addition to his regular duties as a patrol supervisor, Sergeant Hageman voluntarily took on numerous IT-related responsibilities during a period when we lacked a dedicated IT professional. His willingness to step in and troubleshoot technology issues ensured critical systems remained operational for many months. Sergeant Hageman's dedication, technical acumen, and problem-solving mindset may have a lasting impact on our department's efficiency and effectiveness. His contributions go well beyond the expectations of his role, and we are grateful for his leadership. Congratulations. Next up, Sergeant Nicholas Drought. Sergeant Nicholas Drought serves as our peer support supervisor that has been instrumental in expanding mental health resources for our officers. Through his efforts, he partnered with the city's insurance provider and Healthy Minds in Madison to establish a counseling program specifically tailored for law enforcement personnel. It is now widely recognized that trauma from critical incidents, as well as cumulative stress over the course of a law enforcement career, can have lasting impacts. Understanding this, Sergeant Drought developed a confidential process that allows officers to seek help anonymously from professionals who specialize in working with first responders. All officers and staff have one visit per year voluntarily. We have received positive feedback from employees who have used this service, expressing their appreciation for the opportunity and the support it provided. The program offers several initial counseling sessions at no cost to the officer, with the option to transition to their insurance plan for continued care if needed. By supporting both the physical and mental well-being of our officers, we enhance not only retention, but also the overall quality of service that we provide to the community. Congratulations. And last but not least, Katie Zweep. Katie Zweep is our records supervisor. She has played a vital role in improving the efficiency, transparency, and responsiveness of the Janesville Police Department's records operations. One of Katie's most impactful initiatives was the implementation of Next Request software, which has streamlined the handling of public records requests. The system has made the process more transparent and significantly improved turnaround times for both the public and staff. Katie also enhanced the video redaction process, ensuring compliance with legal standards while also improving timeliness and operational consistency. Her commitment to efficiency extends beyond software solutions. Katie has worked to reduce the number of forms within our processes, simplifying workflows and increasing overall productivity. These improvements not only save time, but also improve the accuracy and quality of our service delivery. Katie's collaborative approach is another hallmark of her leadership. Partnering with Sergeant Drought helped implement an online system for citizens to request and receive accident reports electronically. This innovation has improved service to the public by offering greater convenience and reducing the need for in-person visits, allowing lobby staff to focus on other critical responsibilities. In addition to her day-to-day duties, Katie is deeply committed to professional development. She actively seeks out and attends training opportunities to expand her knowledge and skills. Notably, she has completed multiple Public Information Officer or PIO trainings, enhancing her ability to serve effectively within the city's EOC or Emergency Operations Center. Katie's proactive mindset, dedication to service, and drive for continuous process improvement make her an invaluable asset to our department. Her work not only supports internal operations, but also directly enhances the experience and trust of the community that we serve. Congratulations. And with that, Chief Chad Pearson will come up here and hopefully keep this short.
Well, if the gauge on excitement is based on Maui, I think we lost him about 20 minutes ago. Wake him up. Sleeping on duty, not allowed. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the close of tonight's ceremony, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we've just experienced. We've heard stories that inspired us, stories that reminded us what service truly looks like. We've celebrated officers who have performed at the highest levels, citizens who stood up to protect others, and community partners who chose to get involved rather than stand aside. We've seen what commitment, integrity, and courage look like in real time tonight. These stories are more than just moments. They are reminders of why we do what we do. Because in this profession, there are no scripts, no typical days. Our officers face unpredictability, danger, and often difficult decisions. Yet they show up day after day, guided by duty, by honor, and by deep-rooted love for this community. Tonight, we also honored the unsung heroes, our families. You are the strength behind the badge. Your sacrifices often go unnoticed, but not tonight. Tonight, we say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And to our community, thank you for your partnership, your trust, and your support. We succeed only when we stand together. You are part of our team, and we are stronger because of it. To everyone recognized tonight, you represent the best of us. Your actions reflect the values we hold sacred: service, pride, courage, and respect and compassion. You remind us all that even in the face of adversity, there is always room for honor. As we leave here tonight, let us carry these stories with us, not just as memories, but as motivation. Let them remind us of the strength we find in unity, the power of trust, and the impact one person can have on another. I'll leave you with this thought. The true measure of a person is how they treat others when no one is watching. It's in those quiet moments, those unrecognized acts, that true character shines. And tonight, we've seen just how brightly it can shine. Thank you. Stay safe, be proud, and continue to serve with the same heart, dedication, and excellence we celebrated here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being here, and have a great night. Thank you.